So recently, I've been spending a lot of time playing Pharah. I've really been enjoying it, and I've been performing pretty well. Unfortunately, this comes at a time where a lot of people are saying that she's kind of unplayable. So the question is that true? And the answer? Kinda yes and kinda no. How's it going, everybody? Force here, and today I'd like to talk about Pharah, one of my new favorite heroes. Lots of people are saying she's almost doesn't belong in the game anymore for a few reasons that I'd like to jump into here in this video. But before we do that, let's go back to the beginning and how Pharah has been since launch. I think for quite some time it's safe to say that Pharah has been a dominant force, only really having problems against a good Widowmaker or Soldier. However, since Widowmaker was nerfed, she seems few and far between, and Soldier lacked the burst damage to keep her at bay for very long. For these reasons, Pharah's been free to rain death from above since the game launched. That's all changed though with the recent buff to McCree and the addition of Ana. A competent McCree player can snipe Pharah out of the sky in 2 to 3 hits, and at 2 rounds a second, this happens in the blink of an eye. To top it off, it's been my experience that there's been a McCree on both teams in every single game since his recent buff, and for good reason. He's in a really strong spot right now, and Ana, being the brand new hero, is also being played very often, adding an additional hit scan character that can easily take Pharah down, albeit a little bit slower. So now Pharah has to worry about the occasional Widowmaker, Soldier who's still a soft counter, all the players trying Ana, and her arch nemesis, McCree, who not only has an incredibly easy time of taking her out quickly, but is also expected to be seen in almost every game. So where does this leave Pharah, our lovely Lady of Justice? Well, things are a lot tougher, that's for certain. You should no longer expect to have free reign of the vertical space in Overwatch, but I don't think she's completely unplayable. So hear me out. I'm currently playing at the competitive rank 61, which according to Master Overwatch, this puts me in the top 10% of players. Crazy, I know. And at this spot, I still have felt like playing Pharah has been fine. I've been able to get away with it most of the time. Now, a good McCree player will straight up shut me down, no question. If I try just hanging out above the entire enemy team, I'll probably die in under 2 seconds. It's in these situations that if I still feel like we need a Pharah on our team, I just have to play a bit more crafty, utilizing the environment and the buildings to evade the enemy McCree. And it's not just McCree, this extends to her other counters, Widow, Soldier, Ana. If they're giving you a hard time, just break line of sight as often as possible. Keep in mind that your flight gives you some of the most versatile movement in the game, so use this to your advantage. It's no longer about just hanging out in the sky, free to do whatever you want. Positioning is key. When to make yourself visible, when to hide, these are all things you always need to be thinking about. The position of the enemy, your position, the position of buildings, your teammates, everything. Frankly, this is how it should be. Pharah was a bit too dominant for too long, and just being able to hang out in the sky without a care in the world, I mean, come on, that's a bit much, right? Practice being hard to hit while in the sky, zigzagging, quickly dropping and then jumping back up, using your concussive blast to propel yourself away. These are all sorts of neat little tricks that you can do to make Pharah a playable character. I won't lie, things are a lot tougher for Pharah now that McCree's gun is a lot stronger, and the debate on whether or not McCree is too strong is one that we'll have another day. But I wouldn't give up on Pharah quite yet. Even in my games, which are once again in the top 10% of players, it's so crazy when I say it, Pharah has still seemed playable. But also keep in mind that if things get too tough and you're not being helpful to your team, this is a game about swapping heroes. Know when to throw in the towel. At the end of the day, I just wanted to say that there's a lot of doom and gloom going on about Pharah's current spot in the game. Really, the truth is that unless you're at the top of the top and the players you're playing against have almost perfect aim, you should be fine. And this also extends to the console player base, where characters like Widow and McCree are just played a lot less often. I'm certain actually Pharah's still doing great over there. Just don't worry about it quite yet, unless you're pushing rank 65, 70, 70 plus, which there's not a lot of you, because it's the top 5% of everyone playing this game. You don't have to give up on Pharah. Keep blasting away. Alright guys, that is gonna do it for me here today as we talk about the current state of Pharah and whether or not she's unplayable, which truthfully for most of us out there, the answer is no, she's doing quite fine. As always, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this topic, on this video, everything. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.